Hello viewers, my name's Alan and welcome back to my home workshop and to part 2 of my video on making a blanket box. Okay, well, after a few distractions and having to work on some other things, I'm back on the job with the blanket box. As you can see, I finished making all 4 of the sides. So now the next thing is to stick them together and make a box. And I've decided to do that using biscuits. So we'll have a bit of a closer look at what that all means. So the way that biscuits work, these little biscuit shaped things. And you use this special cutter which will put a pocket into the side of the wood to take the biscuit, and then matching pocket on the other side. So let's have a quick demo and see how it works. I turn the suction on. And the cutter. Now we do the making bit on the other side. And you see we have a slot to take the biscuit. And hopefully a mating slot for this piece. So that's what we'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing, I guess, and you'll be watching, to put the ends and sides of the boxes together. This system is very strong, but it also has a little bit of flexibility to make it easier to do the assembly. The alternative I considered was using wooden dowels, but my experience with those is it's actually harder to put something together because there's very little flexibility in the system, but this will work out well for us. Alright, well, I've marked where I should be cutting the slots, so hopefully I'll cut them all in the right place. Not back to front, upside down or inside out. Well, we'll see how we go. Okay, so cutting the slots in the edges of the short panels is quite easy. There's no difficulty keeping the alignment of the panel. But cutting the slots in the face of the long panels is quite a lot more difficult. I probably should have considered clamping the edge of the long panel to the face of the cover that protects the cutter, because what happens when you move the slide to engage the cutter into the face of the wood, it's hard to keep it vertical. And when it tilts, it means it cuts the slot slightly over width, but the glue makes up the difference, so it was alright in the end. So I think now we'll just do a trial. Now we've got the 3 slots done. Well, that's pretty encouraging. Spot on. So 3 more sets to do. Okay, so I've cut all of the biscuit pockets. It's time to do a bit of a dry fit up, make sure everything goes together correctly before I start trying to do some gluing. So I've got the 3 pockets in each edge here and each end, and I've correctly managed to keep everything the correct way around. Use these corner supports that I made up. They're a useful little thing to have just for this sort of assembly. I actually made those when I was making some loudspeaker cabinets many years ago. And hopefully the other side will fit on. We'll soon know. Oh, that looks pretty promising. And there we go. Looks like that's going to glue together nicely. Get everything all lined up. Excellent. Okay, well, we're ready to start gluing and stick the sides of this beast together. Okay, more trepidation on my part, see how much of a mess I can get myself into this time. Might have learnt a couple of lessons from before, but we'll see. I got myself a little brush this time for some glue spreading, see if that helps me. Can't see how it can hurt. Alright, well, that's that half done. I'm going to put the brush put you over there for a moment. Get some glue here. Smarm these guys up. In there. Glue all over my fingers now. I'll wipe my hands clean. All right. Oh. Let's see, I've got too much glue there already. Right. 4B to 4B. To be or not to be or something. It's lined up there. These clamps on here. And here. And here. And there. Start wiping some of this excess glue off. Not so worried about it in there, I don't suppose. I'll go wiping excess off with a chisel. I don't know if that was any better. Anyway, let's do a damp rag on the outside. I'll do for a moment. Check to see whether it's flat along here. And push it out a little bit. Prepared for that. Yep, we'll go with that. Sure it's still square ends on the end. Yes. And flush across the flush across the joints. Wow. I think we're there. Okay, time to take the clamps off and make sure it's all good. You might be able to hear rain in the background. Can't control that. Oh, come on, get going. No, it didn't fall off, that's a good sign. Yep. You did a good job. These angle blocks are pretty nifty actually. Pretty obvious how I made them. Square of material, corner cut off, a couple of big holes, and I filed a couple of flats so the clamp heads had somewhere to go. That's it. It worked out very well. I'll cut the corner off so it didn't get involved with gluing. Worked out very well. Happy with that. Time to turn it around, do the other end. Right, let's turn it around and got these corner clamps loosely in position. Now it's time to adjust them to the correct position with what my dad used to rudely call an American screwdriver. Well, at least this one's made in the US. I think we'll take that. And it's good there. Alright, clamps off, let's get ready for gluing. Stand there and behave yourself. Clean my sticky fingers up before I spread that all over the place. So just spread that around a bit too. Let's put a bit more just there. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to try and wipe that off in a minute. Stick with a plan, Alan, don't go off script. Right. And you get into trouble when you go off script. I think Donald Trump knows about that. more quickly and easily than the first one. Very happy about that. Okay, time to strip the clamps off the second end. You want to let go. Come on. There we go. So we'll glue that on nicely, but I think I'll make the bottom next. Yes, bottom next.